This is the very current show.
TV.
Assalamualaikum Dr. Mujahid.
Assalamualaikum.
Selamat datang ke Fairly Current Show.
Terima kasih.
Jadi Doktor, you were I think central ataupun very responsible untuk penubuhan
Dewan Himpunan.
Dewan Himpunan Penyokong PAS.
Yes, sir.
Boleh tak ceritakan sikit?
Dia sebenarnya Dewan Himpunan Penyokong PAS ini adalah untuk mengumpulkan orang bukan Islam, khususnya the non-Malays, untuk mereka memahami perjuangan PAS. PAS adalah satu parti Islam dan saya yakini bahawa ia bukan khusus untuk sesuatu kaum atau bangsa. Di atas kesedaran rahmatan lil alamin untuk memberi blessing to the world, maka PAS sebagai parti politik merasakan perlu untuk memastikan yang bukan Islam turut terlibat juga. Cuma di sana ada kengkangan dari sudut perlembagaan parti sendiri, kerana syarat untuk menjadi ahli PAS itu mestilah dia orang yang beragama Islam. Jadi untuk kita memulakan satu transformasi besar ini, kita mulakan dengan peringkat awal yang kita namakan sebagai Kelab Penyokong PAS, di mana dia dikendalikan di bawah saya punya biro ataupun dalam PAS disebut Lujnah Perpaduan Nasional. We've started that off since 2004, 2005. It's about reaching out to the segment of the non-Muslim. First of all, to get them to know who PAS is and how PAS can offer to them their political protection and all that. And then surprisingly it developed into becoming quite a big response from the non-Malay segment. And then due to the political surrounding, macam apa yang berlaku Hindraf, apa yang berlaku pada politik orang Cina sendiri, mereka merasakan memerlukan satu alternatif untuk mereka bernaung. So we came, prior to that sudah ada, jadi mereka lebih menarik untuk mengenali PAS lagi selain daripada DAP, PKR dan lain-lain. Maka dari situ kita melihat 2007 the development is so tremendous that you will see masa tu I've been going around the country every night to form the Kelab Penyokong PAS all over the country. That shows the support is very strong. And then from there we start to think seriously on how to upgrade the club into something that could be attached quite structurally with the party organisation, rather than just a very santai punya kelab penyokong. And the idea came out, I was asked to present a paper, how the non-Muslim can be absorbed into the organisation. So I presented a paper in Langkawi, in our retreat. It has become a very important paper for the Majlis Shura to come up with some sort of opinion in this. And finally, they came out with a very basic principle that tidak ada masalah sebenarnya bagi orang bukan Islam untuk menyertai parti Islam, dengan of course lah syarat-syarat yang ditetapkan. So from there it developed the thinking process in the party developed sampai tahap saya ingat saya present about another 2-3 papers sehingga mereka telah bersetuju untuk menubuhkan jawatan kuasa teknikal bagi melihat apa bentuk draft undang-undang yang diiktiraf oleh parti supaya dapat dijadikan sebagai panduan guideline macam mana dia orang nak bekerja dalam parti.
Dr. Mujahid, ada setengah pihak yang katakan yang ini hanya satu tipu helah ataupun hanya satu helah politik untuk meraih sokongan daripada kaum bukan Melayu dan juga orang bukan Islam. What do you think of this charge?
I think first of all you have to look into the basic ideology of PAS. PAS is an Islamic party, and I've mentioned earlier that Islamic party is non-communal and non-racial. It transcends the border of race or any sort. So based on this background of ideology, it gives PAS a very strong reason that it will open its door to the non-Malay, not because of its political interest, but more of its ideological, I would say, background of it. It is not something that we do out of just an interest of rhetoric, but it is something we did with the conscience of our ideology, that PAS is for all, PAS Islam is for all. So that is one thing. Secondly, we felt that the Malaysian politics needs a better interpretation of racial politics. We want to break this wall that has been with us for the past 50 years, where there's a big stumbling block between the race in this country. So I think it must be understood that what PAS is doing is actually to transform the political atmosphere in Malaysia to become non-racial, and I think PAS has got all the facilities to do that.
Do you think that there is also resistance within PAS untuk perubahan-perubahan macam ni?
Definitely. I would believe in every organization that when you want to bring some change, transform something that have been used for 50 years, it's difficult to do the change. But nevertheless, it is about how do you manage the change. So I think this is what we are doing now, slowly transforming it into first Club Penyokong PAS, and then Dewan Himpunan Penyokong PAS, and of course in every stage you will face lots of problems. So we encounter that with a very wise way of doing things.
One of which is to menerbitkan buku juga.
Yes,
of your own.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, this is the book called Menuju PAS Baru. Basically, the whole concept of this book is about people want to know the history of PAS. People want to know where PAS is heading towards to, and in that way, how does the process of internal conflict took place and all that. So I explained that in a very academic manner, based on the learning curve theory, and I mentioned here that PAS has gone through the first curve, second curve, which is now, unfortunately, it's static now and heading downwards.
Right.
So we need a new curve.
Right.
So this is the third curve.
Right. Or a new wave.
A new wave,
yeah,
that will hope to make PAS, shoot straight for another 50 years or so.
Okay,
So
insyaAllah.
this is the whole idea in this book.
And this book, kita kan orang Malaysia.
Oh, this is something very interesting. I think everyone should read this because it is very light. It represents my experience since I was small, with the bringing up of my family, how I felt in the first day that racial politics is not in my heart. So I tried to explain to that through my interaction with other communities, my experience outside the country being the son of the ambassador, and also how we managed to put Malaysia into the limelight. People talk about patriotism now. I knew patriotism when I was already 12 years old,
right,
presenting the country to the Asian night, and all that.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Dan insyaAllah semoga sukses selalu.
Terima kasih.